We're not there yet.
Oh,
Okay, we are now live on 50 different places. Everybody, welcome. Thank you. It says Second Street Cigar Lounge is now live. I'm posting everywhere, of course. You know how Stock Media does it. We post everywhere, so we can get the word out. So we just want to let you guys know today that Second Street is open for business. Curbside.
Finally.
And I'm going to let Jamal, after he finishes getting his grub on, explain to you. But what I really want to do is we really want to bring in one of the guys, but you know, they're not too technologically savvy. So probably do that a little later. But just want to welcome everybody to the Stockford Media Television Show with your hosts, co-owners, Busy B and Professor Slipman.
What's happening, y'all? Professor Slipman here.
Professor Slipman.
That's right.
But I'm actually trying to go to my page so I can see what I actually shared there.
I got one more piece of bacon to eat, y'all. I'll be right there.
You got one more piece of something.
My daughter put down some breakfast that was amazing.
Oh, it did do it. Okay, perfect. So it's there. So what I can do here is copy.
So for those of you who are watching the video just went north on Spring and just went east on 2nd Street, about to head down to 2nd Street. It's a slow-mo from yesterday. As you can see, there's some sunlight out there, so you know it's not today.
Yeah, that was yesterday's footage.
Right. Today we woke up like, what the heck?
Yeah, because there was not a cloud in the sky. I'm confused about that.
Right. That's crazy.
Not a cloud, but yet here we are.
So, yeah, we're in anticipation of this. You know, obviously, the Corona situation happened. We didn't know what was going to happen. You know, how long it was going to be, when we were going to be able to open back up, if it was going to be able to open back up. But 2nd Street is finally open, starting at 12 o'clock today, which is in 3 minutes. It is, we say curbside, but basically it's you can walk up to the door. You're not able to go in, but you got to have the distancing. And given the day that it's raining, they may make some sort of exception. So you're not standing out in the rain, of course. But the basic thing or premise is you can come in, buy some sticks. So unfortunately, you have to go. You can't hang out right now until they actually loosen things up. But, you know, who knows when that's going to be. Hopefully, it'll be simple. But, man, that's a sight for sore eyes, man.
No hangout for you.
No, yeah, exactly. We don't.
You buy and leave. We're gonna treat you like the other stores. You break, you buy and leave. Get out. Corona. Leave. Goodbye. So this was me out there yesterday walking in slow motion. I really filmed it this way. I walked in slow motion for 4 hours just to bring this to you, just like this. In fact, I still feel like I'm in slow motion, and that's an absolute lie.
I feel like it too watching that. That's like it got me. You are going to talk like this.
We figure we show you this because we wanted you to know the landmark of the spot so that you can actually find it. There should be plenty of parking in the front, you know, especially if you're picking up. I don't think they're really tripping up for parking enforcement, especially if they see your curbside. Now,
right.
We are directly next to the Edison Club, which is usually popping at night. That's where a majority of the clientele comes to because the line goes right in front of the cigar shop. So if you look to the left of this picture where it says Employee Club, to the left of that will be the Edison Club.
Mm-hmm. It's right down the alley. For those are familiar, it's right down there. And also, I mean, just for those folks who haven't been there, directly across the street is a park, and it's actually the police station. So it's real easy to find. Very easy to find. And I think you have another shot on here in a little bit where if you look, when you're facing the lounge, if you look to the right, you can actually see the old LA Times building. So it's a historic landmark, so it's a great place. If you get a chance to get a stick, especially once everything opens up again, you can kind of just look out there, look at the park. There's a dog park. See the dogs running around and people and all that junk. It's awesome. I'm just glad it's open again, man. We've had so many. Was talking to the owners, Joe, Larry, and Greg, and each time I talk to them, basically they're letting us know that people are reaching out all the time, trying to figure out when they're going to open again, if they're going to open again. So today is a great day. So right now, 12 o'clock on the nose. We're open for business for the first time since the shutdown. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm gonna probably call. We're gonna try to connect with them. I know we said a little earlier that we might not be able to, so we'll try. If we can, we'll get some actual live footage from there today. But what do you think? You think we're gonna be able to do it?
Yeah, we got to get the guys up to speed because this is actually the new way of doing things. I'm sorry to say, but
Greg.
Oh well, yeah. He made me put a consent form. He wanted to sign a consent form. He goes, if you heard the video, you were hearing, and I didn't get a consent form, he wasn't supposed to put me on. But this is the way that this whole thing is going from now on. I mean, you see the DJs are going live. You see people are now trying to take advantage of the Zoom epidemic. Everything is getting overused right now. Your internet at home is getting overused. Your family is getting tired of seeing you. You're tired of homeschool. You're tired of homework. You're tired of home study. You're tired of cooking. I remember I read a thing my friend Pam said, I'm tired of cooking.
I can understand why. I can definitely understand why. We haven't been that strict when it came to cooking because we go out a good at least 2 days a week and pick up some food. But other than that, I think it's kind of cool. We do a little rotation. But when you're stuck in the house, you want to do everything that they tell you can't do, even if you didn't normally do it before. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I can't do that. I don't normally do it, but I want to do it now. So I think everybody's itching to be able to get out and do all that kind of stuff. And Zoom and all those internet stuff, oh man, I notice my internet is slow now because for work, my normal job, I'm on the phone all the time and using the internet. So my girls, they all get on the internet too for their Zoom meetings, and wife is on the phone doing Zoom meetings and stuff. So the internet goes. It looks like the video. It feels like the internet is going as fast as this video. Nice and slow.
Right, that's another thing I've been experiencing is what the heck is going on with the slowness of the internet? Now, it's funny because majority of us work in corporate offices, and if we do work at home, you're working at home by yourself. You're not working at home with the whole family. And, schools have specific internet that protects the kids from, going to see other crazy sites, and your work has its own security modules that it has in place. But what do you have at home now that's actually protecting all of the devices and your sanity? That's the difference. It's the sanity that you have.
Yeah. And when you figure out how to protect the sanity, then we'll all make a whole ton of money. But in terms of the actual security of the system, man, we don't have anything.
And that's why you need to use Sophos. And I'm gonna put that up on the thing.
Okay.
It's called home.sophos.com. We're gonna turn this into an infomercial today. So
right before you put that up, let's look at the, if for those who haven't noticed or don't know what's being shown right now, these are all the fresh new boxes of cigars that were, kind of unboxed yesterday and are available today. Looks like we got a lot of Tatuajes, some New Worlds, some Flatheads. Looks like some other My Fathers somewhere else as well. So just so you know, it should be, you might want to give a call down to the shop before you come. So 2nd Street Cigar Lounge open from 12 to 6. The number is 213-452-4416. Just give a shout out, just find out what's there because it's not fully stocked at this point. We got a nice array, but to get back into it, there's only it's a little limited. So just call to find out what's available so that we can make sure you know before you come down, and maybe we'll have it set aside for you.
Also, the phone number is on the ticker at the bottom going across
Yep.
the whole time. So
It's constantly scrolling.
forget it. You can call. We don't believe in that. Let's hit up the Instagram and all that. Call the people. They're there. This is what you got to do with most of your food stuff now, anyway. So
Exactly.
call the people. Tell them what you want. They'll tell you if they have it. If they don't, then maybe sometime this week.
Yeah.
So
Or they'll
they're
tell you
open.
something. They may have this comparable. There might be something comparable to what you are asking about. But be patient. Not just with this shop, but any other place that you go that's kind of opening for the first time after being on lockdown, because it's a slow process to try to get back into the groove of things. So be patient with everybody. I think this time has kind of allowed us to kind of develop some patience. If for some of us didn't have it before, so right now is definitely a good time to do that.
And you
Look
know
at the
what? We might even be doing some special happy hour stuff closer to the end of each night. Like, might be some special cigar prices going on. Might come on randomly, like maybe Wednesday, maybe, and say, hey, if you're looking at this live, if you hit this up the next 30 minutes,
Right.
we might have a half price sale. We might have 25% off. It's random. You never know.
Right. So yeah, we'll definitely keep you up to date. Figure out anything that's going on, we're gonna let you know.
Somebody said their car is. They said that's my car.
Are you serious?
I don't know. Do you work downtown, George? If we just showcased your car.
That is funny.
That was from yesterday, though. That was yesterday's footage. That's funny. But yes, there's brand new inventory down there. Trust and believe. And do we have the cognac cigars? They are in stock.
Oh yeah, there was a fresh batch that was actually put up there recently. They were developed, so when you get in there, they're going to be nice and moist and have that cognac flavor. Those are those chubbies, those cognac chubbies.
It's got that special je ne sais quoi.
Oh yeah.
That ombriago. Just making up some words to make it sound like it's.
It's funny because I'm actually looking at this on the other computer, and it actually looks pretty good. I like that. It's been a while since I've done this.
Got it on the phone too, so trying to make sure everybody can see it. Got the ticker going across,
Absolutely.
And also this is what we do for your business. So if you have a business that you want to showcase or you want to get out there, what you guys don't realize is that not only do we go live and we actually provide all the marketing and stuff, but this actual live broadcast is going to 3 Facebook pages, YouTube, actually 2 YouTube channels, and it's being shared to like almost 50 other Facebook pages and groups, and it's being sent out to 25,000 emails. So what people don't understand is that it doesn't matter how many people you have on your live at the time. What matters is how many people continue to watch it. And the reason why we do these like this is because we provide a lot of information so that when you do go back and watch it, you actually have the information that you can go pull. There's a website, this, that, and the other. So we push that out there. So if you have a company that you're trying to get your brand, business, product, or service out there, hit us up. That's what we do. As you are well aware, everything is video based now, and everything is pretty much online. You're not going anywhere. Television is trying to catch up to social media sites now. If you notice, the first time we saw this was on the draft. It just happened last month.
That's true.
Totally virtual. You had your fans on the screens behind you that they had selectively one to be on the screen. When your draft people came up and you had days of this. Remember, this was days. There's 13, 14 rounds?
Yeah,
Something
that's
like that.
way more than I ever pay attention to.
Yeah, well, nobody really goes past the fourth or fifth. That's usually where the gems are found, between the third and fifth rounds. But if you notice how they did it, it's just like this, except it's every time they, like, say Jamal and I were talking, I would ask him a question. I would have to wait 10 to 15 seconds before the feed actually reached him so he could say something back to me.
Yeah.
And then I would have to wait 15 seconds to say something back to him because it wouldn't hit me. So the internet is winning over TV right now. I mean,
well, everybody has it like right on their phone. They don't need to be on their couch.
They're changing everything. The whole game is changing. Like,
yeah,
look at how you've changed. Everybody is now at home at your house. Your internet now. You probably bumped up the plan because it's probably too slow. You thought that this was only, you thought this was going to last 2 or 3 weeks, and it's going to look like it's going to last 3 or 4 months, maybe the whole rest of the year.
Right.
Your internet's got to work because that's the only way you're going to work. Jamal, you work from home. Your wife is working from home. The kids are all at home. You need 400 up and down right now. In fact, the best plan you could actually get would be the plan from Verizon or Frontier, because that's fiber.
Oh,
Everything
right.
else is slow. If you're using Spectrum, you're sharing your internet with your neighbors. You ever notice that during the day it's really fast? Not now because you've got everybody there all day. But normally during the day it was fast. And then when you came home, and when they came home, you were done with work.
Yeah.
So now the internet shifted gears and went to what you do after that hour. So those were peak times. So they would bump the frequencies up. But now you're gonna get what you're gonna get. That's just
no doubt.
Nobody.
Well, funny that you mentioned that, because at Second Street they actually finally got some good internet. There were some issues with it shortly before. Well, it was a little while longer, but in particular, shortly before the lockdown, that was actually rectified. The internet's way better than it has been in a long time, and it's super fast. So when everything does open and you're able to actually come back down there and relax, you're going to really enjoy, great internet, because it's going to be faster. You're going to be able to do, work. We had a lot of people used to come down there, like during the day, and get work done, like during their lunch hours or whatever. Some people would actually come even in the evenings and do some work, and it was a little challenge. So now we're we're definitely moving in the direction you were talking about. We're having the internet improved, and it's actually, looking really, really good. So it should be good. I love this shot right here. You can see the wind blowing a little bit, blowing the sign. That's a good shot.
Well, thank you. I try to aim with please when I'm doing some photography. I'm not a professional. I just look like one.
Just for those who are tuning in just for the first time, this is Style Click Media's channel, or TV channel. And what we're doing right now, we're focusing kind of primarily on Second Street Cigar Lounge. They're actually opening for the first day since the shutdown today. They're going to be open up daily from 12 to 6 p.m. But this also gives you a good indication of what can be done for your business. We just kind of chit chat, talk about all kind of different things, but we'll refer back to the business that's at hand. And just to remind you, they are open for business, curbside only. But you want to call beforehand, 213-452-4416. And again, it's on the ticker down below. But we'd love to hear from you if you're listening live. Throw some comments in. Doesn't have to be about cigars. It could be about the internet and doing channels or business or the COVID or, whatever you like. If you want to chat with it.
Or your car being in the shot.
Or your car being in the shot. That was actually pretty cool. I was glad to see that.
Where's my car? So since we do talk about a lot of things, right now it's focusing on the outside of the building, which I love the way that I slowed it down so that it actually, because I was going really fast, not thinking. So that's note to self, slow down, bro. So kind of giving you like a scenic tour of the area. If you notice, there's a dog walk right across the street. We get a lot of clients from there because they're walking their dogs or watching their dogs, and they're going to be out there for 30, 45 minutes. So if you do have a dog and you smoke a cigar, we got the perfect spot for you, because right across the street, if you see right now, the screen pans across, there's a big giant dog park.
Yeah, that's yep.
And there's LA Times in the background, as you can see, and a few other landmark buildings. And there's Dude's car again. So, but as you can see right there, where that bus is going by, that's where the train is going to have a new outlet station. Metro.
Oh man, we cannot wait for that.
Business will blow up. We have so many events planned for this place once it gets back open. I mean, you just have no idea. If you really want to get some branding done, we're going to be doing so much in this area. Open air concerts at the dog park. We got a whole bunch of stuff planned. So.
Yeah, we really look forward to it. This is a dope shot too, when you actually do the 360 in the middle of the street.
I had to slow that down because it was going too fast.
Yeah, it made me
That's
dizzy.
one of the main reasons to slow it down.
And then that car almost hit you. Like, get out the way.
Yeah, they try to run me down. You gotta get the shot at any cost.
Oh, this is dope though. It's amazing how different the weather is today. A matter of 24
You see all
hours.
those markings on the side, on the ground. That's where they're digging up everything to make way for all the new technology that's getting ready to be put underground, and all the fiber that's getting ready to be put downtown, because downtown's been so old with so much old technology. If you notice, the Edison, the reason why it was called the Edison, because that's where all of the electrical junctions and conduits used to go through that building right there, that white building right there. We just right before the yellow building.
And the turbines too.
Yeah,
if you go down there, some of that stuff they couldn't get out, so they just left them, decommissioned them, and made it part of the building. Exactly.
But yeah, we want to give you guys the look. We're hoping that one of the guys will be able to come on so that they can give you a breakdown of what we're looking like. If not, I may end up going there myself and just pretty much doing a brief live. Jamal, what I may do is have you run the show and send me the link so I can go down there like roving reporter.
Okay.
We're standing outside the liquor store right next to the gun shop, along with the laundromat. It appears to be that somebody tried to rob the liquor store after they purchased the gun, and then tried to wash the blood off their clothes at the laundry. How convenient that all three of those things were in the same spot. But, nonetheless, he did get away with it because the police station was right next to the laundromat.
Right. He didn't get away with much if that were the case. So, hey, I'm going to go on mute for a minute. I'm going to try to call one of the fellas, see if we can link him in, and I'll be right back. We'll see
all right. Let's see.
So the music will go away, too.
I'll hit you. Okay, so while Jamal's doing that, we're going to focus on the thing that I was talking to you about earlier, which is this home.sophos.com. The reason why I want to talk to you about that is because the majority of you are sitting at home and you don't have protection on your network. This works for both Mac and PC. So, basically, what you do is you download this. It's free for up to 10 licenses, I believe. They may have changed it, though. Sometimes they get greedy when they've given away a lot of stuff. So I'm actually going to check it again just to make sure. But I believe you're going to get up to 10 licenses. You can put, on your phone, on your PCs, on your tablets, the other Internet of Things devices. And, yeah, I think it's still up there like that. Free download. Let's see. If we do a free download, what do you get? Okay, so you get a free trial of the premium, but you still get the Sophos Home free. But let's see how many licenses you get. Because it used to give you 10, and now I don't know. But I'll download it later to find out free trials. Don't do free trials. Always make sure the thing is free. So I give you a link to give you free stuff to use. Oh, what? Did you find out?
Nah, they didn't. The phone went directly to voicemail. So I think they're in the throes of hopefully doing some good business.
I was gonna say, your camera looks blurry.
Is it blurry?
Oh, now it's clear. What was I gonna say? Oh,
What is
okay.
that?
Well, that's not good if it goes straight to voicemail. I hope they own it.
Well, no, I didn't call the shop. I called cell phone for
Uh,
a couple of the owners. So I think they're busy right now because they did just open up 20 minutes ago.
yeah. So they've been going for about 20 minutes,
Yep.
and oh, that's a good question. So Jamal, you might be able to answer that.
From what I can tell at this moment, Farah, thank you for asking. At this point, the prices should not be going up. Only time we're going to really have to raise prices, or that the prices would be raised, is if for some reason they started being increased from the distributors that they're purchased from, or if the taxes go up again like they did a few years ago when they just darn near tripled, which was astronomical. But for now, the prices should be about the same. Actually,
Speaking
we
about
got a call
that,
coming in. Hold on one moment.
speaking of that, people voted to increase the tax on cigars and tobacco products, which I thought was pretty stupid because the money that they said it was going to go to is not really happening, not going to what they said it was. So I don't know what we're going to do about that, but people love their sticks. They love their vices. They're going to do what they got to do. So basically, we're just happy that this was one of the stores that was actually allowed, one of the essential businesses that was actually allowed to open curbside. Not too many types of businesses like this are actually open unless you combine your liquor store with a cigar shop that you sell cigars out of. So, with that being said, we're just so glad that this happened. So right now, he's on the phone. Let's see if he can bring some people down there. Now, don't get misled. I know if you tuned in just a few minutes ago, I filmed this footage yesterday so that we could show it today on the live. However, as you know, the weather is raining right now, so we're trying to get somebody to possibly come into this live right now so that we would be able to see what type of inventory they got and everything. And I want to give you like a real feel about how it's looking down there and the whole shot. So we are practicing social distancing. We are telling people to keep their 6 feet distance so that there won't be an issue there. And that's pretty much it for that part of it. We just want to make sure that people get the word out so that they can get down there and get their stuff. I mean, how many places have been open like this lately that you actually can go into and get your stuff? I mean, people have been begging for it to come open, so here we are. Are we back?
I'm back. So I was talking to Larry, one of the owners. He's actually not going to be down there for a little while. Greg is currently down there and he's running the shop now, so I don't want to kind of get his way. I'll reach out to Larry. Said he's going to call when he gets down there, so it'll be maybe after we've gone live, maybe it'll be a little later, but we'll see what happens.
Well, we've been on we said we were going to go for about an hour. We've been on for about a half an hour. So basically just trying to get the word out to everybody. 2nd Street is now open. 124 West 2nd Street. First and...
2nd and Spring.
2nd and Spring. I can't even talk right now.
It's on 2nd.
The number right there, and I'm going...
Well, there's the address.
Yeah, but I'm like...
Nah, trust me. I know. My mind goes crazy. I can't from 1 minute to the next. But yeah, 12 to 6 every day now, guys. 2nd Street's available. You pick up your sticks. Got to have a mask. Got to do the social distancing. I heard Brian talked about that when I was on the phone. I'm definitely going to practice that, but at least you can get the sticks. And as soon as possible, the lounge will open again. Limited capacity, probably won't be full capacity, but we'll definitely keep you up to date with that as we hear, from Second Street. We'll let you know what's happening. That should be cool and very anticipated. From what I understand, there's been a few shops that were able to open up, not just cigar lounges, but some other stores and other retail places. So I'm sure that's very helpful for anybody who's been not able to open up their business, their place of business for these number of weeks. So hopefully they succeed. Unfortunately, as we know, we listen to the news and read stuff all over the place. A lot of businesses closed for good, and we're not able to open up again as a result of having to go on lockdown because they weren't essential. Even though that's kind of debatable when you figure if you're the only primary income for your family, that's pretty darn essential. But we're delving into politics at that point, so we can leave it there at the moment. But for those that are still in business, hopefully everything is working for you. And in particular, Second Street, come on down, check it out, 12 to 6. Got the number scrolling on the bottom. Give a call before you come down there and see what's there, just to make sure you get something that you like.
And since we're talking about what's there, that was the new inventory that came in yesterday. So, of course, those boxes are there along with some of the stuff that's still in the humidor. So, I think the next video after that will show what's there as well, some brief areas. But, speaking of this whole thing, again, social distancing. Address is 124 West
Second Street.
Second Street. Thank you, Shalette, for that. It's actually on the actual post. So if you look at it, I got the post and the phone number up there.
Shalette.
That will help out greatly. But the website,
2ND Street Cigars. So second 2ND streetcigars.com.
now, if you can't pull it up, we just changed the domain settings, so it might show you something else like me. It's showing that it's parked for free.
Yeah, hopefully it should work right now.
We changed it earlier today. So
Yeah. I know on one of my computers I had to clear the cache for it to work, so it ended up working fine. But if not, just call the number 213-452-4416. You can get the address there, or look us up on Google. If you Google cigar lounge in downtown LA or near me or something like that, it's one of the ones that's going to pop up. So should be good.
thank you, Shalette, for that.
Appreciate that.
The website. And there's the address. Thank you very much. Yeah, we actually, this is the website you're going to look at. We're actually in the process of switching it over. So for now, this is it. But we've already revamped that. We just haven't launched it. We're going to kind of wait until this pandemic thing kind of lets people go outside for a little while. And I'm kind of predicting summer is a wrap for the beach. They're talking about letting us out in August. Because, first of all, you can't park at the beach.
Man, it's painful hearing all the restrictions.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, and it's only 4 states like this, really 3. New York, us, and Illinois. Maybe.
Yeah.
Ohio, they're already complaining about why certain things aren't open, and they're already out. And you know what? I took a screenshot of the numbers before they start opening stuff, and I'll look at it in 2 weeks and I'll let you know what I see. But I'm gonna tell you like this: I'm not coming outside until I see some real changes, some real improvements. We're not gonna have a vaccination made for 18 months. I mean, I put a funny video up from this lady who actually made one where they were talking about injecting the Lysol. Yeah, that was pretty funny. But,
right.
The reality of it is most doctors are saying that we're not going to have a vaccine for 18 months. And even if we do, it's not going to be a real one. It's going to have side effects. It's going to be doing stuff. How are they going to test it?
Well, again, that's a deep combo, too. I won't get into that level of it, but Yeah, you're right. They're not going to have anything for a number of months. And ironically, even if they do open it up, there's going to be a whole lot of people that share the same opinion that you do, and they're going to be like, "No, I'm staying home still. I'm terrified of this thing, and I think I'm well. I'm not saying you're terrified, but a lot of people are scared. There's a lot of fear out there, so they are really doing the best that they can or everything they can to make sure they're not exposed in any way, shape, or form. So I would anticipate if they open it up tomorrow that there'd be the vast majority of people who just wouldn't participate for another, few months or what have you.
Right. Because it's outrageous, man. It's like, and that's another thing. If you are independent, you own property, you have your own business, you're not dependent on a paycheck, you're a lucky person. Because if you were planned your stuff right, you should be okay. You're not actually working for somebody where they told you got to go home or you got to work limited hours or you fall a victim to being one of the people who is trying to apply for unemployment benefits insurance and you can't get your claim in, or you don't even have that kind of job where you paid into unemployment. So even though you haven't and the government is saying that doesn't matter, you still will get something. You know what the problem everyone's experiencing right now?
What?
Delays. Can't get into the system. Can't register. I've heard people talking about they filled out all on Facebook, all in like Ion Inglewood and different groups that I'm in. They say, I filled out the documentation. I still haven't gotten a stipend. I still haven't gotten a stimulus. I still haven't gotten the $1,200. I still haven't gotten the money I asked for from that.
Yeah,
and now they're trying to pass another what do you call that?
Stimulus
package. Yeah. What qualifies you? Is it going to be a first come, first serve? Are you going to take the applications you took before you ran out of money?
Right. Because that second one was only for agricultural businesses.
Well, that was the second wave.
Right. The first one?
Not this new stimulus package.
Okay.
Something totally different. Yeah, Heroes Act. That's the new one. Mm-hmm. But what they did was because they want to make sure that the healthcare workers. I got a friend of mine. She's at home with the COVID right now. She lives in Arizona. I'm not going to mention her name, but if she's watching, she knows I'm talking about her. She caught it. She was on the front lines as a nurse, mental advisor for the whole time this is going on. Mm-hmm. She catches the virus. Now she's at home fighting for her life. She can't breathe. And what I love about her is that she's keeping a running documentation on social media so people can be aware of this is somebody I know a lot of people saying, I don't know nobody that got that. And I understand that because maybe you don't. But all across the country, there are people who are actually dealing with this. And if you're not in the hospital or you're not into like some kind of mental health career, you're not exposed to this. I mean, now you got prisoners in the county jail trying to catch it so they can get an early release, not knowing that they're all they're going to do is send you to a FEMA camp style quarantine until you pass 14 days, and then you will be right back to jail. So it will be the point. Don't look at because you see Trump letting people out. They're going to let you out.
For everybody. Certain people get special treatment,
Money talk.
Oh, absolutely.
There's the cognac blends right there. Let me see.
Oh, yeah. Those are one of my favorite, man.
Pause on the cognac blend right there. Let's go.
Those are one of my favorite cigars because it's got that flavor, super moist, always the right shape. It's moist. It's got the right feel to it. And those are one of those things, sometimes you have to keep lighting it because it's so moist that it keeps going out. But it's a good flavor. It's not too sweet, not too flavorful, but it's a good stick. For those who are familiar with Second Street, it's a chubby that has the cognac flavor in it. So it kind of soaks it up. It's a great stick.
But it's a long chubby. Actually, long time. It ain't a stubby chubby.
No, that's gonna last you for a long time, like you said, at least an hour.
Right.
So we have a special for Father's Day. I have to double check with the with the owners, see what's happening. Because again, we're easing into just opening period at this point. But I'm sure they'll be open to having some sort of special, maybe like a sample pack, or put together maybe a humidor along with cigar special where you get a nice reduced price if you get everything combined. Great question, Shalette. I'll run it by and communicate with the owners, and when we figure that out, we'll definitely let everybody know. Thank you for
That's
the
my
question.
favorite, vanilla and the latte. I like the flavored cigars. I'm not a real cigar smoking person like all these connoisseurs. I like flavor. You know, I'm a newbie. I've been smoking cigars for 6 years, but I'm still a newbie because I ain't came off the flavored ones yet. Sorry.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So,
To be
so
honest,
Alvin, if you watching this, I'm still on the flavor ones, homeboy.
I invited him to check this out too, so I don't know if he's on or not. But here's the thing: flavor. It's funny. From day to day, my palate changes. There's some days when I just got to have a real spicy, powerful, strong, cigar. There are times I just want a mild one, and there are times I want flavor. My
Right.
favorite is that Fat Bottom Betty.
Fat bottom, bam, bam, fat bottom, Betty, bam, bam, fat bottom.
I always wait for that song.
That always reminds me of Sabrina Ricks, the little fat bottom Betty. Every time I get one, she always asks me to get her one. So Sabrina,
she likes
I'm going
those.
to go down there today, and if they got any fat bottoms, I got one for you.
Okay,
Pick one up just for you because you the homie. That's
so
my
if you watch it, B's gonna take care of you.
I got you a fat bottom Betty.
So
I'm just gonna have to throw it at your window when you come by.
you're gonna throw it at her driveway because he got that long driveway.
All right, I'm gonna be like, the same put it on an airplane, paper airplane.
Hey, Shalette asked a good question too. What's a good cigar for a lady?
Fat bottom Betty.
So that actually a crazy Sweet Jane would probably be a better one. It's the same manufacturer, same tobacco, same flavor, but it's a little smaller ring gauge. The ring gauge is the circumference of the cigar. The bigger the number, the bigger the ring gauge, the wider the cigar. So if someone is first starting out, and I would suggest this for anybody, that they probably start with a little smaller cigar, maybe a shorter cigar, smaller ring gauge, just so they can kind of in a way initiated to cigar smoking. Because if they've done any other kind of smoking, like cigarettes or anything else, then they're going to be used to inhaling. And one of the first things you got to make sure you do with a cigar is not inhale. Because even me, I've been smoking almost 30 years, and if I mistakenly, for whatever reason, like I tell the story to some friends, I was at my godbrother's house. I've been smoking for like 10 years at this time, sitting at his house in his kitchen, and I was inhaling when they told a joke, and I started laughing and inhaled, and man, I had a whole just mouthful of smoke, and I was green and sick for the rest of the night. So do not inhale like a cigarette. But I digress. Any smaller cigar will be good. Flavor ones we usually suggest for either any newbie or whether it be a male or a female, just because it gives you a little bit of flavor. It's not just tobacco. The other thing will be more of a mild cigar that would be suggested. But the key is to just try it. A lot of times people really have a preconceived notion of what a cigar is going to taste like based on what it smells like, and it's a little different. So it tastes different, but and when it burns, it's a little different too. So just give it a try. Go to any cigar lounge, any reputable cigar lounge will be able to make a good recommendation for you. The folks down at Second Street absolutely will make real good recommendations for you, no matter how experienced you are, and especially if for some reason we don't have or they don't have a cigar that you're looking for specifically. Some people come in looking for a real specific cigar, and there's thousands of cigars out there, so we can't carry them all. So if there's something that's there that you don't, that's if what you're looking for is not there, they'll definitely be able to make a recommendation of something that is comparable.
Oh, okay, cool. We got another. Let's see, where we at? We got another question. Here we go.
Are you accepting the same forms of payment, or is it just cash? Same form of payment. We prefer credit cards, but if all you got is cash, I'm told they'll absolutely accept cash. They just prefer credit cards. Thank you, Farrah.
Ah, Shalette, what is wrong
Well,
with you?
Shalette, when I say inhale, I mean like inhale, like all the way into your chest.
Like you
Uh,
don't smoke it like you would smoke a blunt.
yeah, not like a blunt or or like I said, cigarette. You inhale to bring it in your mouth, but you don't, you know, get it into your chest. Inevitably, if you're smoking, especially if you're in a lounge, just secondhand smoking, whatever, you're going to inhale a little bit, but you don't want to do it directly from your cigar because it will get you sick
Right.
over and over again. But,
Well, thank you, Crystal. We are trying to keep the shop going. You know, it's been a long time. We locked down. We couldn't do anything. The only thing we could
hey,
keep
Crystal.
going was the
Hey.
electricity.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so our next question is, we just got finished talking about that shit with the fat bottom Betties, and what was the other one you said that was flavored?
It's Sweet Jane. It's just a smaller version of the Fat Bottom Betty. It's a smaller ring gauge. It's still about the same length, but it's skinnier. And then they have another one, again, the same manufacturer. It's called Deadwood Cigars. It's a manufacturer. They're distributed by, I believe it's Drew Estate, or I think it's Drew Estate. But then the other one is Crazy Alice. It's like fat on the end. I forget what they call it, torpedo kind of style or something like that. But yeah, those are good. The pungent smell of cigars.
Pungent.
It's so subjective. I know people who love the smell of cigars, but they don't smoke. They can't, they don't smoke period, but they love the smell. And some, just like you, they don't like it, the smell or what have you, but not the regular ones, but they like the sweet smelling ones. So we're able to enjoy the lounge bar at this time, which continue even in the ship orders. Unfortunately, right now, we're unable to ship. You got to have a distributor's license in order to do that. There's legalities that we're not prepared to overcome at this particular point to get things mailed and shipped. Tobacco products, alcohol, that kind of stuff. There's there's restrictions on what you can do in terms of getting those out to people. Great question, though, Farrah. Thank you.
Principalities involved.
Yeah. don't risk my money, Smokey.
Well, most girls don't, but most cigar smoking women do. In fact, the shop is pretty much equal opportunity. We have a lot of different events that happen down there, and we have a lot of women cigar smokers. In fact, wasn't it the Super Bowl that we had? It was packed and it was mostly women.
Oh yeah. So here's the thing. I beg to differ, Shalette, to your comment about most girls do not like the smell of cigars. The fastest growing group of cigar smokers are women. And if you look on pretty much social media, there's tons and tons of cigar groups on Facebook. There's a lot of different groups within Instagram, that kind of thing. A lot of them are run by women. In fact, I just saw I read an article and saw a video about a lady who started smoking cigars about 6 years ago and opened up her own shop in the Dallas area. And her sister got and she did the whole thing and caters. I don't want to say caters to, but a large majority of her clientele are women. So there's a lot more women that actually smoke cigars now, and they're the fastest growing group of those that do smoke cigars. Now, 10, 20 years ago, I would have 100% agreed with you. But nowadays, man, if you go into our lounge, like on a normal Saturday before all this stuff happened, it might be, I don't know, 60-40 men, women, and sometimes there will be parties there where it would be far more women in the lounge and everybody's smoking than there would be guys. So it's kind of interesting. So again, the hours are 12 to 6 daily, starting today, Monday through Sunday, 12 to 6. It's, you got to walk up and get although we say curbside, walk up and get your sticks. Tell everybody what you want. I'm not sure how they're going to set it up in terms of if they're going to have a list of what's available right now, or if you just kind of mention what you want, they go to to the humidor and see if it's available or not. But yeah, just going up there and ask.
So
What
of
the
course,
hell, Crystal?
Crystal's saying what the hell because she is a cigar smoker,
Exactly. Crystal is one of.
and she's got a group that she's in that's got cigar smokers
Oh yeah,
that are females. In fact, what do they call certain women?
Sisters of the Leaf.
Sisters of the Leaf. SOTL. Look that up. Hashtag SOTL. Sisters of the Leaf, and you will see. Yeah.
Yeah, if you just look that hashtag up, you're going to see a plethora of women that of all backgrounds, all kinds of folks that actually do it. In fact, Crystal's actually she would come to the lounge quite frequently, and there's quite a few regulars that will come to the lounge that are females and actually, smoke and have been doing it for a number of years. They go because they know, man.
You're hilarious.
I'm sure there's always a percentage of folks.
Well, what did Cat Williams say? I got Alizé, but I don't drink Alizé, but bitches do.
So I know that goes both ways. That's
right. I don't smoke cigars, but brothers do.
That is for sure.
I got everything you need. Just come over.
That's right. But yeah, I was saying we have one of our regulars. She has her own Sisters of the Leaf chapter down in SoCal, and this is one of her main cigar lounges. So she's down there like at least once a week when everything was normal, and she always brought at least one or two of her friends. But yeah, man, I'm just excited. Things in general are just kind of getting back to normal. Slowly, obviously, the smart way is slowly but surely, which is the thing that I really like.
Right. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to reach as many cigar aficionados as we can because, we want to start having, what did we talk about on Wednesdays? We were trying to do, what's that called? I want to call it Cigar Crush Wednesdays.
Cigar Crush?
Yeah, because it's, men crush Mondays, women crush Wednesdays. But then no day starts with a C, so I just said Cigar Crush Wednesday, CCW on board. That's where we at now. And once we get to this point, we want to start doing a live show from the actual location so that you can see the cigars. And you can't smell them, but we can tell you how they smell. You can't taste them, but we can give you, what we feel about how they are. Now, I'm not a professional. I'm a professional when it comes to flavor. I know which ones I like. Right. But other than that, I'm not trying to, lie to you about what I smoke. I like certain things because, with a nice smooth cognac and a regular cigar, that works. But when you got Dr. Pepper, you got to go with something else.
Oh, that's a whole nother conversation right there when you're talking about pairing. To be honest, what's ironic is most people.
Thanks, Michael Sweeney. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, I didn't even see that. Appreciate it. Actually, then, hey, cousin. Okay. Hey, if anybody else, feel free to come on. If there's any other cigar lounges that are open, you want to share, let it be known or what have you. That's, this is not strictly for Second Street.
And if you're a cigar place, we can send you the link. You can come in on the show so we can showcase your stuff too.
Absolutely. We can absolutely.
Our thing here is Cigar Lives Matter.
Absolutely.
Back
Speaking of that, quick shout out to Drobe Stogies down in the Inglewood area. They kind of went live and kind of doing similar thing that we're doing here last week. Or I think they've been doing it for maybe a little longer. But they're reopening and things seem to be moving. So that's a good thing for quite a few cigar lounges and, again, other retail establishments. So that's awesome. But getting back to the thing that you were talking about pairing. You mess around, and a lot of people think that most people smoke a cigar with like a cognac or a whiskey, and a lot of people do. Don't get me wrong, but there are, you can pair a cigar with anything. There are times when I smoke a cigar and it's just with water. Could be soda. The only time I generally drink soda, which is a Dr. Pepper. Funny you mentioned that. But the only time I drink a Dr. Pepper is when it's with a cigar. But it could be wine, coffee. A lot of people drink it with coffee. Um,
Irish
you know,
coffee.
well, regular coffee or Irish coffee, any type of coffee. But and it could be any liquor too, vodka, cognac, brandy. Well, that's the same thing. Uh, Gin, whiskeys, all that kind of thing. So anything that you like, you can pair it with.
Yeah, I like to have one after a nice dinner, and you got like your snifter of your favorite whiskey or whatnot.
Yeah.
And just to like, okay, for instance, when we went to Donald Dean's party a few years back,
Mm-hmm.
kicked it outside, we had our little cups where we had the cigar shut, and even though it was brisk outside, we had the internal warmth from the
Yes.
whiskey and the cigar shot, and that was the night we were rolling out with the top down.
Yeah. That's right. We found those pictures about a week or two ago too. That was cool.
Yeah, no, that was funny. But yeah, I'm just so that could happen. But you know what you need to do is you need to reach out to Crystal, who just commented on here because she's the one that is part of some of those things. So that's who you need to talk to. So reach out to her and go from there.
I'll get you her name.
Well, there you go. Well, we don't see no link. Let me just put it up there.
All right. So she's starting a new show for business owners and brands. She wants to have folks on there. Go ahead and DM her. Busby Corp.
On
That's
Facebook and the Instagram.
Facebook and IG.
And her website is thebusbycorp.com. She's a red carpet specialist.
Makes it simple.
Logistics.
That's dope, man.
So yeah, we've been on for like 57 minutes, and hopefully they've been doing well for that first hour. I would love to stay on all day because it would be nice if we could get them to come on. Right. And if I would have had them posted up to where you could see the action,
Well, maybe we'll do it.
People want to come down there. I may just go down there. I may leave Jamal talking to y'all, and I may just get up and just go.
Well,
maybe I'll just have one of my phones and just do it from there. That's what I'll do.
Maybe we just take a phone or a computer down there next time. Just set it up there.
I'm going to do that now.
No, I'm just saying we set it up there.
And I'm going to walk out the door, and I'm going to get in my car, and I'm going to go right there.
No, I get you. But I'm saying we can set up here and just leave it running all day long.
Yeah.
But you driving is going to be ridiculous. That part's going to be cool.
Yeah, that might work. I'll have to put it on there and see what happens.
But, yeah.
Maybe I can get Karen to come in. And
I'm going to have to jump back on a little later.
Yeah, so I'll be left with the helm. And let me see if
I'm here for another couple of minutes. So
see if you can contact Larry or something. See if he's able to come on and do whatever it is he needs to do. So, well, normally we would have some music playing in the background, but this was an impromptu live to get you guys to know that the Cigar Lounge, 2nd Street, is open back up for business. We are doing curbside orders and pickup. You can call the number scrolling across the screen below, and go ahead and hit them up. I'm actually about to head down there anyway because I need a couple of chocolates and I need a fat bottom. Plus, I got to pick up Sabrina's fat bottom. So, Sabrina, I got a shout out for you with the fat bottom. Just hit a brother up, and I have to come by and make a special drop off.
Absolutely.
I have to keep you 6 feet away from you, so I'm gonna have to put your cigar on a selfie stick and hand it to you out the door window.
Not a selfie stick.
Where is my selfie stick? I can show you an example. Hold on.
Well, while he looks for that, just for those who don't know the address, it's 124 West 2nd Street. It's downtown LA 90012. I always forget the zip code. So 124 West 2nd Street, downtown LA.
Yeah.
Did you
Now
find
go ahead and hand you your cigar. See,
Rita, if you're watching this,
hand you your cigar from the door. You ain't getting close to me. I'm gonna give you your cigar and stay safe. It's gonna be right on the edge. I'm gonna have a little clip on there and everything.
that is hilarious.
And you too, Shalette. I'm gonna do you the same way. Here go your cigar. Here, take that.
Hey, if there's no sweet name, I'll have him pick up one of the. He'll pick up like a vanilla or one of the other flavored cigars for you, Shalette.
Yeah, because this is like a 3-foot selfie stick, and my arm is 3 feet, so that's 6 feet distancing. I can hand this to you at the door right now. Here, fool.
She said mail hers. All right, that hadn't come up yet.
I don't know if you can mail that yet. You'll be out here. Stop playing.
That's funny. Well, man, I think this was actually pretty cool. It's the first time we've kind of done this in a minute.
Yeah.
Done some cool promotion for 2nd Street and encouraging other folks to reach out, and we can do kind of the same thing for you guys, and encouraging people to, go to these places, these establishments that are actually, reopening. Go ahead and patronize them, help them get back on their feet. Obviously, get the goods that you want and need and been missing out on for all these weeks. And
Right.
slowly but surely, we're going to open up and get back to whatever sort of normal it's going to be. But it's just, you just got to take it a day at a time, right?
And if you can, share this video on your page to all your friends, and help us spread the word, because every day what Star Click Media does is we reach out to different companies and we kind of give people advice on how to do certain things. And we give away a lot of free stuff, free advice, especially now since we're in this situation where our business is picked up just because people need to actually learn how to do what we already know how to do.
Mm-hmm.
What we're doing now for companies. So we're basically we're here, waiting on you to get in contact with us. We can help your business win.
It's real talk.
That's pretty much it. I mean, you can see by what we do for our own thing. Like right now, this thing has been shared on my own personal page, 3 shares, but I know on 2nd Street and a few other ones, it's probably a few shares. In fact, I'm gonna open up this one just to see where it's shared at on here. And it's shared to Star Click Media. Shared it's going to 2 YouTube pages and almost 45 Facebook pages, along with groups that we've shared it to. So, I mean, even Shalette, she says she shared it 3 times. So that's probably the ones coming from our page. It's probably Shalette actually went to your page. So,
Right.
and Jamal just saw you shared it. So the whole thing here is, oh, I didn't send it to that page. Oh, that's fine. But on the other page, probably shared about 50 times. But the whole thing is, social media only works if you do. So if you create ways for people to engage with your business brand or product or your posts, or you're on multiple platforms like we are, then you reach audiences that you normally would not reach. Like for instance, oh yeah, I see it there. For instance, we share to Pinterest, to Twitter, to Tumblr, to Reddit, to Quora, to Google My Business. We put all of our posts there, so people can actually find us and follow what we're trying to do. It reaches a lot of platforms. So, just on Pinterest alone, we almost have 3 million monthly viewers and 2,500 followers.
That always blows me away.
Yeah, it's weird. You can go check us out. I don't have no reason why. But the whole thing is like right now I'm looking at. Oh, you got the music going now?
Oh, it's been on.
I didn't hear it until just now.
Yeah, it just got kind of quiet, so you're able to hear it.
I was like, I'll be quiet, but when they start, I'll be playing because I didn't hear it until I actually clicked on the video to pull it up. Okay,
Gotcha.
so right now on my Brian Bacchus brands page, it's shared 32 times, and I'm like shocked at that, but I mean, I'm not really shocked because, you know, we have people who engage with our branding and our pages. And, you know, we give them the same tactics we use. We just want you to just post. If you just posted something, then, you know, it would work for you. But since you don't post, then that's why it doesn't work.
Hey, Frank just joined.
Oh, well, welcome,
up,
Frank. We appreciate you. We're talking about your favorite things, cigars and travel. And trying to, I'm thinking about doing something where we do somebody's backyard and just sit 6 feet apart, just enjoy the cigar with some music and play the food or something.
That sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Frank. We here, brother. So I love the slap on your profile. The slap. The slap heard around the nation. Stop blaming me on dumb. Stop blaming all your dumb shit on me. Stop.
Right. He does all that on his own. One of the other things that go real good with cigars that recently people have been able to do again is go play golf. I forgot. I'm surprised I didn't mention that before, man. So golf opened, at least out here, last week or the weekend before last. So I was able to play, and it was just amazing. So a lot of times people smoke, and I know Frank, who's on there, is my uncle. What's up, Frank? Again, shout out. His birthday was last week, by the way.
Happy birthday, Frank.
He's been able to get out there and play and smoke. So I know it's actually been a nice combination. So all those
he said finally.
Exactly. That's right. There's a lot of people who feel that same way too. Larry
I saw
too.
my boy Romy went out there to hit some balls in Westchester the other day.
Shout out to Romy, man. Yeah. Hopefully you swung him straight.
He ain't gonna tell you what he really got.
Oh, is that right?
50 years old.
I'll go with
Congratulations. Because I'm only 27 myself.
Exactly.
I went gray early. No, and I'm not even lying to you guys. At 27 years old, I had gray hair. Seriously.
The first hair that grew on my chin was gray, dog. So
yeah. So
I feel it.
That's why I had a bald head for 20 years and nobody ever questioned it. Until one day somebody, I ain't gonna mention no names, but bet me $200 that I didn't have hair and couldn't grow it. I'm like, that's an easy 200, give it.
Wow. Man, whoever bet you was a sucker.
Oh yeah, we gotta do the no DJ virtual. You don't need to be there. DJ virtual. We'll pump the music in from the DJ.
Yeah.
In fact, there's another thing people need to start taking consideration: virtual DJ parties.
You don't stop swinging that selfie stick at people.
Selfie stick.
Like you're punishing people. But again, shout out 2nd Street Cigar Lounge, open today, 12 to 6. 12 to 6.
Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. But Sean was back in the day when I used to do all the parties for the Lakers. He knows all the reputation.
Stories.
Yeah, the Corey stories. That's what I call them.
Shout out to Corey, man.
Yeah, Corey, we need you to come on the show, man. Talk about your graduate gear, man. I've been trying to get you to come outside and come on the show forever, man. You bullshitting, baby. You bullshitting.
Stay inside. Working, you know, if he's a little nervous about COVID.
Actually, I have to give Corey a break because a friend of his just passed away last week.
Oh,
in fact, you remember when we was watching the video when they was doing the cards and he was drinking? that night.
Oh yeah,
That guy, he passed.
man.
So
Sorry about that,
yeah.
man.
So you know, a moment of
Condolences
silence for that.
for sure. For anybody that was lost due to this, either
Right.
because of it or with it, because there's a lot of folks that had pre existing conditions that are dying with COVID, and quite a
Right.
few dying of it as well.
So people take it seriously about the covering up. I know
And
it
it's
seems like a joke and we can't see it, but don't play with your life. You know, I see people walking around without the mask, and you know, if you feel comfortable around your homie or something, that's cool. But I'm gonna still wear mine because I don't know where else you've been besides your homie. You know what I'm
true,
saying?
true.
So I try to stay away from everybody and you know practice the social distancing. It's hard because I'm a social person, so it's just messed up how this is. You know, just like my boy Rashawn was in the hospital, he probably had came down with it. I don't know. This is my first time actually having dialogue with him. You know, since
Oh
he
wow,
went to the
okay,
hospital. So
okay.
you know, Rashawn, how are you feeling? I mean, you know, I
Hopefully you're
see you
doing well,
talking,
man.
you're alive, and you saying stuff. So I'm hoping that you're feeling okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel you, Shalette. This pandemic is great. And you know, it's funny, for the first 2 weeks of it, it was great. There was no sun. Remember how they were saying that, you know, use the heat it'll get it out? There was no heat. It's like it knew that it needed to stay damp or dank or whatever until it happened.
yeah.
But,
Well, it's still winter. I mean, quite as it's kept. Spring didn't start for like a good 2 weeks or something into it.
right. So,
So
let's see.
so that's a cool golf course, Frank. Did you go to Painted Desert yet, or
Now, he
I'm
said he
trying to,
was
I'm trying
going
to think
to Desert
Desert Pine.
Palms.
I'm trying to think of where that one is. Now that I say that, I wonder if that is
Yeah, Frank, I ran into you. Well, I bowled one of your homegirls that went to high school with you, Darlene Mullins. I used to bowl with her a lot.
Small World.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know. It's amazing how you find out. So, like, you know, Darlene is actually Cecily. Uh, you know, Cecily that went to school with us. That's her.
mm-hmm.
I didn't even know that all this time. I've been bowling with
again,
her.
again, it's ridiculously small.
Well, happy 63rd birthday. Even though you don't look a day over, you got less gray hair than me, dude. I'm 10
Hey
years
man,
younger than you.
all of that family, they look crazy young,
Right.
crazy,
Be
crazy young.
tricking you.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's
y'all
ridiculous.
ain't celebrating no 40th anniversary. Y'all ain't even that old.
You're right. That is funny. But you're right, Shalette. The air's the cleanest it's been in decades, and ironically, that happened like just like a couple weeks in. Just with the cars not running on the freeway, it's just amazing to see the
Right.
mountains.
And the funny thing is, the only haze you really see is from like overcast or
Hmm.
whatever. So,
Like today.
yeah. Right. But yeah, this has been fun. I'm glad a lot of people jumped on. I'm
Definitely do it
happy
again.
that, oh, yeah, we're going to do this like, you know, the Wednesday is going to really be the main regular time we do this. We're probably going to do like a 12 to 1 shot every Wednesday. I'm either going to be down at the location or we're going to be just like this. And we'll probably have a few cigars that we're featuring that we smoked so that we can tell you about them, you know, what kind of aroma. I'll be focusing on the flavor ones. Thank you very much. Jamal here, you know, over here. I can't even see my hand. Where is it?
It's below the
He's right
below.
there. That guy right there. Yeah, I'm supposed to go down there today, Frank, so I'll tell Joe what's up. Probably bring him in on the live so that he can speak about what's going on down there. I wish we could have got in touch with somebody right now because I was really trying to pull them in so that they could actually participate with us and go from
We'll
there.
prepare better for it next time because we got to allow them to kind of play with it so they get used to it as well. But we'll make sure that they're on.
Speaking of Red Cup turnips, I don't know if you're familiar with the logo in the top right corner, but it says Stock Click Media Network after
Your mic keeps going in
So,
and out. Just an FYI.
oh, my mic's going in there?
I mean, it gets lower sometimes.
Yeah, I think this is a bad headset anyway.
It sounds good right now. Sounds
I
good right
broke
now.
my other one. But we're going to be doing the Network After Dark series where we're actually going to um, focus on a featured cigar while we're networking at Second Street. So that series is going to come up when they allow us to come back up. In the meantime, we may start it as a virtual series.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
So that, we can actually get it going so that when it does happen, then, it'll be good to go. But right now, that's a once a month event. So what we'll probably do is this Wednesday, since we want to start talking about Second Street Cigar Show, we might just focus on that. And what we're going to have is a lot of vendors that are going to come. And I'm not talking about cigar vendors. I'm talking about regular people who are selling services and stuff like that, because it's going to be a networking event. So you come out and you show your wares and you network and you trade cards and you buy a few cigars. And, we're going to have some libations there since it's a special event, and go from there. So Network After Dark. We actually have a page on Facebook called SCM Network After Dark. Just type that in and it'll come right up. And, we will be giving you more information on that as well. Also, go to Second Street Cigars page on Instagram and Facebook, and you will actually see the shows that we do from the cigar stuff on here. So we'll be straight. And yes, Doll. Yes. Doll Mullins. Yep. That's exactly her. Yeah, she's an excellent bowler. We used to bowl doubles and whoop people's butts. Because they didn't think neither one of us could bowl. We think, we'll show you. Oh, well, Shalette, you already know that I can't do any of this without your red carpet expertise. So if you look at this video right now, right to the right of that, you see that blank wall? That's where the step and repeat would be. So that is where you would really be posted up at. And you would then, do your thing. I don't know what to do, but yeah. Yeah, I didn't know her. Yeah, she says she's known you forever. But yeah, she's a good bowler. Very good. In fact, I know she's got a couple of these. Like me. I got a couple. Let me turn them upside down so you can read them. Okay.
Well, my man, I'm gonna have to wrap it up. Hey, got feedback. Okay.
Do you?
Yeah.
Doing.
I don't know what it is. Must be your cable, but it was buzzing.
Yeah, it's always something. So, well, we're going to get off of here. Thank you very much for joining us today. We appreciate you. This is the first time we were doing this.
Yeah,
we wanted to see how it was going to turn out. And it looked like people are still joining. I see Martino, Petra, Jack, Holly, Robertson. Hey, Holly. See you came on. Alex Frazier. That's probably because you shared it just now, Jamal. So a lot more people seen it.
I know. I was tripping. I don't know why I didn't do that before.
Oh no, it's all good, dude. That's why the replay is there. It's called replay. But we appreciate you. Yeah, you can't be doing. You got to do red carpet with your mask on. It's gonna be COVID carpet.
I was going to do a hazmat suit. Let's go on and do it.
Right, just put on a whole plastic bag. Yeah, I know. Shoot, I was right behind her at 14. Hey, Martino, what's going on? See you in the house. Got all my cigar people in the house. I love it.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing it on the page. We just want to let you know the Second Street Cigar Lounge is open for curbside service. Somebody, Farrah had brought up that, will we be starting mail order and all that? We're working on that. Because like he said before, there's a lot of information that we have to abide by, along with rules and taxes and fees you have to pay to be able to do that.
And laws.
Yeah, well, everything. And I'm feeling you. I'm actually about to drive down to the cigar shop and go live, and I'm gonna actually smoke a stick while I'm there, so that I can pull it in. So I'm gonna have to charge my little gimbal up so that I can go down there and get ready. So I think what we'll probably do is come back on here live about 2:30.
Yeah, we'll do a little bit later. That'll work.
I'll be live from the actual shop and give you a little tour, which you already seen from the video already, but just want to give you the setup. And hopefully it's not pouring raining outside, because if it is, that won't happen today. Just tell you.
Don't look too bad right now.
Well, that's here, and that's here. Downtown might be a totally different beast.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, look down. You gotta look. You gotta go to the top of the lake and look to see if you can see it look cloudy.
Right.
COVID carpet concierge. Yeah, exactly. CCC girl in the house. In the house. See, me and you got to drive down to Frank's. He got a balcony. See, you messing us up, man. You messing us up. I really need to go.
We're gonna be able to go out there and take a dip in the pool.
Oh damn! I forgot you in Vegas. Oh man. Well,
soon.
We will be there soon. I'm getting ready to go get my smoke on. I don't know about y'all, but I likes to practice safe sacks. That's syntax. I got my little thing on right here. I can't put it on with the headset on.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were a Steelers fan.
Yeah.
I don't know where I get that from, though.
Some say. I don't know. Throw this thing on here real quick. There we go. Now I'm protected.
There you go.
Now you can't see me. Look, you can't see me.
Well, all right, folks. Well, I'm out. He may want to stick around for a minute. I got to do a couple things.
Oh, Frank, we coming. Don't worry. We coming.
Oh, no. We appreciate you joining us. Again, Second Street's open 12 to 6, Monday through Sunday, 124 West 2nd Street, downtown LA, 90012, and the number 213-452-4416. Thank you. And we'll be back soon. Stay tuned.
Yeah, we're going to get this last comment in just to let y'all know. Oh, there you go.
Frank. Oh, I saw them, Frank. Those are dope, for sure. I like those.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you for allowing us to come into your living rooms and on your phones. Just so you know, you see the little logo at the bottom right. That means that you can go see this live when we do it on Style Click Media's YouTube page, as well as Brian Bacchus Brand's YouTube page, Second Street Cigar Lounge Facebook page, Brian Bacchus Brand's Facebook page, and you can see it live on my personal page. So, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate you.
No doubt.
And we'll be back.
See y'all later.
Oh, you already know we bring us cigars when we come, bro.
I'll bring several for you. We'll be ready.
Peace out.
Peace, y'all. Have a great day.